Okay, Demi, this isn't a musical. Who the fuck do you think you are? Hi, my name's Demi, and I want to be Billie Eilish. Head down, cross down, living like a rock star, spend a lot of money on my brand new guitar. I just gotta put it on me when I'm funny sports car. Hello honey buns, it's Demi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're just joining us now, welcome! So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be telling you about my hair disaster that ended up in A&E. That ended up in A&E? So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you about the hair disaster that made me end up in A&E. And this was literally yesterday. So this is a very recent story time. But very quickly before we get into the video, I have a very special announcement. I would just like to say a very happy 14th birthday to Faye Dawson and our little sister Ruby. I hope you have the most magical, fantastic day. Let's get into the story time. So, you might be thinking, Demi, you look different. Have you tried to dye your hair? What's happened, hon? Is that the colour you wanted it to be? What's happened to your hair? If you're not thinking that, then I think you should be thinking that, because I feel my hair looks different to the last video. It doesn't actually look that bad now, but let me just explain how this happened. So, first things first, I was in bed the other day and I decided I wanted a change. I wanted a colour change on my hair. And in my mind, I don't feel my hair looked blonde enough. I always felt like my hair in some lights had twinges of yellow, and it just didn't really look what I wanted it to look like, because I wanted it to look blonde, like platinum white blonde. Like I wanted the sun to shine. Well, actually no, the sun's yellow. I wanted my hair to look like a snowfall. Like I wanted it to look white, platinum blonde, okay? This is what I wanted. Went to a salon and basically asked them if I could have platinum blonde hair. Now, the salon do know that I have a skin condition called dermatitis, and I have had my hair bleached before with this condition, and this condition is very well maintained now. Nothing, you know, it's not flared up or anything for quite a long time, so I didn't think we would have any issues with it, in which we didn't. You know, previously I've had no issues. This time last year I got my hair bleached and there was no issues with it, but this time it didn't quite go to plan. It went a little bit wrong, so I ended up in A&E with it. So yeah, so basically I went to the salon and they put the bleach on my hair, and from the minute I put it on I could tell that it was sore, like it was hurting my head, if that makes sense. So I know bleach, anyone who's had their hair bleached before, or if you're a hairdresser, you'll know this, but bleach is meant to tingle a little bit. You're putting a chemical onto your head, so it isn't going to be the most comfortable thing. It does tingle, it is a little bit discomfortable. However, I did feel like this was a little bit more than usual. From my perspective, I felt like someone got a Bunsen burner and literally was holding it on my scalp. Like it really did feel like it was burning. It was just really hurting basically. So basically I told the girls that it was hurting quite a lot, but they said it was quite normal, so I wasn't too worried about it. Anyway, we left the bleach on for approximately around half an hour to 40 minutes and then decided to take it off. So when they were taking it off, they used a cool shower, and let me tell you now, the cool shower on my scalp was the most therapeutic thing. Like honestly, I just didn't want them to take the cold shower off because it was so therapeutic, and it was like, it just felt nice because my scalp had obviously been burned, but it just felt nice having this cold shower on my scalp. Anyway, moving on from that, they then put the toner on, because the bleach, if you don't tone it, will make your hair yellow. So they put the toner on, and from the minute they put it on, I was in absolute agony. Like it was hurting more than the bleach. It was so sore, and I literally couldn't deal with it. So I just said to them, I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna have to get you to take it off. Like it's really sore. So we took the toner off literally as soon as it was put on. The toner was not left on long at all because I literally couldn't bear the pain. It was so bloody sore. So anyway, they took the toner off, and then because the toner hadn't been on, they were worried that my hair was going to be yellow, because a toner is basically what makes the hair colour, I think. I don't know, I'm not a hairdresser, like I don't have a clue. So anyway, so they put this purple shampoo on my hair to try and make it like a better colour and like not so yellow, and which it did make it a different colour. However, I know the camera is quite well exposed, so my hair probably does look a lot lighter in person. However, there is like blue bits running down my hair and some green bits as well, and then underneath there is some yellow bits just where the toner wasn't on long enough to even grip it. It's like all different colours at the moment, and to be honest, like, it's not really the look I was going for. It does look a bit like, oh god, and there's quite a lot of distinct blue bits through my hair. But in anyway, that is because we had to take the toner off early because I literally couldn't bear the pain of it. It was so sore. So in anyway, the hairdressers didn't want to put any more heat onto my hair, simply because you could tell my scalp was burned because it was red around the front, and they didn't want to put any more heat onto my hair. So I was like, right, okay. So then I left the salon and I came home and I decided to dry my hair because I wanted to see what colour it was. So I dried my hair, and this is the initial colour. On the screen you'll see the photos. It looked quite a lot like yellow, greeny, like purpley, like looked like bluey greeny type of thing, and I thought, oh shit, it's gone pastel blue. But like, it hadn't. It's just because of the purple shampoo gripped onto it more type of thing. I don't really know. But in anyway, so I was sitting around for a while and my scalp was still really sore. So then I decided that I was going to run it under the cold water because it's what it said to do online. So I did. I took it out. It didn't seem to help anymore. So then from running it under the cold water, I looked online and it said aloe vera was good for soothing chemical burns from bleach. So I decided to put some aloe vera on my hair. It didn't really do anything. I took it off and it didn't do anything. So at this point I was getting concerned because I'm a hypochondriac. Like, I am very dramatic and I'm a hypochondriac. And I was starting to think that my hair was going to fall out. Like, I honestly thought I'm going to not have any hair in the morning. My hair's going to fall out. Like, something is going to happen. Okay, that's what I thought in my head. Like, I did not want to wake up with no hair. So I rang 111 service, which is an NHS service we have in the UK. I rang them and I asked, I don't know if it's in the UK or England. I'm very uneducated, I'm very sorry. It's definitely the UK, what am I talking about, because Scotland and Wales have the NHS as well. Sorry. Okay, so I rang the 111 and I just basically explained to them what had happened, and they advised that I went to the minor injuries ward at my local hospital just so someone could have a look. Literally, my scalp was so sore, it had started to bruise and blister. Like, it was really painful. So I rang the 111 service and they asked us to go into my local minor injuries hospital just to get someone to look over it because they were a little bit concerned as well. So I went to the hospital, I went to the minor injuries unit and I waited around and someone came to have a look at my hair. They checked my pH levels and my pH levels were showing higher than normal. So they made me wait around and then I basically had to get into a hospital gown. I've never been in a hospital gown in my life. I don't even think you're in one when you're born, so I literally don't think I've been one in my life. So I broke that virginity. I've now been in a hospital gown and here's a glorious photo. Anyway, so once I was in the hospital gown, a nurse came and basically showered my hair to get all of the chemicals off my hair because they needed to double check and try and get my pH levels down to a normal level. So they done that. I had to wait for 20 minutes and then they checked my pH levels again. They were still high, so then I had to go in the shower again with the nurse, and then they checked my pH levels and then this time it was maintained. So then I had to wait around for about half an hour until a burns doctor came and had a look at my scalp. The burns doctor come in and had a look at my scalp and she said that I did have burns on my scalp and she did think it was from the peroxide of the bleach. So basically she was having a look at my scalp and realised that like there was bits of my scalp that were lifting and stuff, but basically she said there was nothing they could do because like they didn't want to give us a cream because they couldn't directly see the wound. If they give us a cream and it was like cut open, it could do more harm than good. So basically I've got like loads of little blisters on my scalp still as well. Like my head feels really tight. Like I can't really move my eyebrows because it like feels like I've had Botox, like it's really tight. So yeah, I've had a little bit of a scalp disaster, a little bit of a hair disaster, and I'm just like, ugh. But I thought I would come on and tell you this story time because you love my story times, and I just thought this was a funny one. Like, how many people try and dye their hair and end up in A&E? I don't even know. Like, it's just my life. Like, this would only happen to me. Like, I just think it's so funny that like crap like this happens to me all of the time, and it literally does. What I'm gonna do is open the window because I am boiling. Give me the cool air, 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 gimme. Oh, and yesterday, before all of this happened, before I went to the hairdresser's, I nearly got struck by lightning, right? It was a massive thunderstorm where I live, and literally I was in my room at my studio mirror with all the lights on, and lightning came in and literally like hit my mirror. It didn't break it, but there was a massive bang, and I screamed. My mum and my brother, who were downstairs, screamed, and they came like running up the stairs because I screamed, and I was like, what happened? They said the full house got hit by lightning because the full living room went blue. My room, literally, I was just like, ah. So yeah, yesterday wasn't my day. I got hit by lightning. I went to the hairdresser's. My scalp was burned. I had to go to A&E, and then this morning I poured scalding hot bloody tea over my knuckles, and now my knuckles are stinging and they're burnt. So, you know, the last few days have not been my days, honeys. Like, honestly, things are just like... But yeah, so this is the hair that I'm gonna have until I can sort something out. It's not too bad. Like, it does look a lot whiter on the camera, actually. How it looks on the camera, I wouldn't actually mind, but in person, it's a little bit more different. But anyway, I just thought I would come on here. I thought I would quickly come on and tell you this story time because I did find it funny, and if you can't make light of situations which go wrong in your life, and then you're going to have a miserable life, you've just got to try and see every bad situation as a funny one. So the fact I nearly died by lightning tomorrow and nearly had my scalp burn off, we've turned it into a story time, okay? So anyway, this was my little story time. My scalp is feeling better today, however, it is like blistering still and lifted a bit, but I am going back to the hospital on Monday just to double check that everything's okay, and the doctor said he thought it was very unlikely my hair would fall out, so that put my little dramatic brain to bed, you know. I'm not worrying so much now that I'm gonna lose my hair. Anyway, this was my little story time. If you would like to see more disasterful story time videos, then give this one a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever had a hair disaster. Let me know what you think of my hair as well. I mean, it does look quite blue there, doesn't it? I'm the bad guy, make your mama sad die. I'm the bad guy. We'll see you very shortly for another video.